there it is. It's done. In a bag and sealed up. I got the intake in a box, but I haven't put it on. The valley pan's on. I got the push rods in. Everything. It's been a long time since I've done an update. Since then, I've moved back to California, and this is the car. I thought I'd do some video on it because I've never actually really done it. I really only started doing my videos when I was in Texas doing the engine, and I never took the car to Dallas. A little bit of history on it real quick. I originally bought it for like $2,800 when I first moved to California from Australia. It was a running, driving car. This was the paint on it, although it was a little nicer because I've had it for 5 years. It was in good shape. Had a small block Chevy in it. Ran and drove it everywhere. Road trips, commuted in San Francisco traffic, LA traffic, all that stuff. It was a fun, cool car. It was a bench seat, 350 turbo 350. So then 2 Christmases ago, I stripped it down, blasted the frame, pulled the body off, rebuilt all the suspension, built a steering box for it. The whole goal with this car is to do absolutely everything myself. So instead of buying a steering box, I got an old one and built it, and it ended up, of course, costing me more in parts and tools than it would have been to buy a new one, which would be better anyway. So yeah, the body off, onto a rotisserie. Replaced the floors. You can't see in here. It's actually got pretty dirty. This was quite a while ago. New floor, 4 small patch panels in each part of the floor. They're not used. That's actually seam sealer around them. Not that's just dirt and sand and grit in here. But sealed it all up. Everything's good. And then seam sealer either side on the welds. So that's all good. The floor's completely done. The underside's coated with undercoating. Same stuff I did the frame on, and the firewall. Once the floors were done, I started to strip the paint, and now this is a reproduction panel, because what ended up happening was, for whatever reason, I started stripping the paint on this side, and turned out this whole body line here was actually made of Bondo. And once I stripped the door at a much later date, you can see a crease from the original impact. The car had been sideswiped the whole way. So first things first, I stripped it all down, and I found that someone had cut and plug welded a new whole corner on it. So the car had been hit in the corner and then sideswiped, and the bumper brackets are all messed up and everything, and I figured they put a new bumper on it. But what they did was they just bonded the body line and cut a new corner in, or welded a new corner in, and it was deep Bondo. So originally I got a new quarter panel from scrapyard off of 70 Le Mans, because I'd heard terrible stories about these reproduction panels, and I got it, and unfortunately it was a vinyl top panel, so it had some pretty bad rust damage up in the sail panel area, but the bottom was really nice, and I was thinking it would be easier and better for me just to fix the reproduction panel, the original panel, because it would line up so much better, and fix the rust in the top of the sail panel and be done with it. And after going through all that mess, I realized it was way above my skill level, because it was pretty bad right along here, and then right down the window channel was all toast as well. So I ended up pulling the trigger on the reproduction panel, and I thought it was going to be terrible. And this is what I've been working on recently since I got back from Dallas. This whole new panel and everything I brought in, and it's really not horrible. It's a lot nicer than I thought. I've been working on it. My biggest issue right now is how far this is off on the post alignment. It's just got to tuck back a little. The panel's really as far back as it can go, because other parts of alignment are nice. My trim fits. My trim fits nice and everything in here, and so everything comes in quite nice along here. So I'm not concerned that this needs to go any further back. So I think my next thing, probably the last thing I'll do if I get all the fitment is I'll just cut a really fine line out of here and just tuck that back. I rebuilt the hinges with new pins and everything and detent rollers, so the door's lining up. The actual door seal is in this right now as well, and a new door latch. So the rubber's on it. Like, I wanted to make sure everything is exactly how it's going to line up before I weld this panel on. And so it's just all clamped in and loosely at the moment, but it's yeah, it clears, but it's really tight, so I want to bring that back. That's my only concern down here. It's quite nice. Once again, it's not even clamped in, it's just sort of sitting there. This pulls in pretty good down on the rocker. I think that's quite nice. Fits up in the arch as well. Because also where it was hit, you can't see that, but I put a new trunk drop-off panel in, which you can't see here as well. And now the drop-off panel's only screwed in. What are you doing? What are you doing? What are you doing? Huh? What? I'm getting attacked by this giant dog here. What? What? Yeah, so a lot of work, a lot of trimming, a lot of fitting. It was really high. It's still sitting a little proud right here at the moment. I don't think you can pick that up. I'm able to get it down, and once I put all the clamps on, it pulls down pretty good, and I really don't have too many complaints with that. I was able to get the trunk to line up quite good. The trunk seal's not in, but everything else is, and it's really hard to tell with the different color panels. You can probably see the shadow here. I've got to bring this down and maybe even cheat a little and bring the deck filler up, but the point is that this originally was sitting way high, and I was like, oh man, this panel's a mess, but it's getting there. So the gaps are good. My big concern right now is, if in comparison, this is the untouched side, and the trunk, it lines up pretty good. Like, it tapers out a little here. It's sort of exaggerated. It kicks out this way and lines up with the trunk. This side, originally, it actually tucked under the trunk lid. Like, I couldn't even close the trunk lid, and I took a little piece out of the inside seam here and pulled it back, and it's screwed in right now, but by hand I can actually pull it back to line up with this, and so it's gonna go pretty good. Like, another weekend worth of screwing around with it and tweaking it, and I'm just taking it as slow as I can and making sure I only get one shot at welding it on, right? So I might as well. So yeah, that's the car and where it is right now. Really quick, I really wanted to do videos on, but I didn't. I built an M22 for it, which is super cool. I never built one of these before. It's all wrapped up. I'll unwrap it later, but I just bought every piece from a company in Florida, 5speeds.com. New housing, iron mid plate, tail housing, and I just bought the whole thing and it just shipped here in a giant box in 1,000 pieces, and I put it together, and it's going to be fun. It's just another thing, like I was saying, I'm just trying to do everything. I'll unbag it and do a quick video. I really wish I did build video of it, because it was pretty fun. Especially the shifter is really cool. It's by Long Shifters. It's a Vertigate, so it's a really cool retro drag shifter, and they've got these really nice shift rods. But I'm gonna have to do a lot of floor mods to get these to fit naturally, because they sit so far out of off the side of the case compared to the factory ones. But whatever, that's another part of the project. And my current thing that I've just been doing when I get home from work or whatever, just doing the steering column right now. So a couple little mini projects here and there, but hopefully that gets you up to speed, because I've never done a full update on the actual car that it's all going on. And that's pretty much it.